The city of Asheville and the surrounding western North Carolina region were completely devastated by Hurricane Helene. Okay, so it doesn't look that terrible now, but that's a limb that fell through the fence. That tree just landed on my neighbor's garage. This is insane. Like I cannot even believe how much this river flooded. We didn't see it coming. We weren't directly in the hurricane's path, and at least since I've lived here, anytime they warn about hurricanes, we're typically not really affected much at all. We weren't at all prepared for the destruction that we're dealing with today. I've been without electricity since 6 a.m. on Friday morning, and then my water went out Saturday morning. Our water system is so badly damaged, they think it could potentially take weeks to repair. But I am super thankful to say that not everybody was affected by this. There are cities, there are different homes and businesses within the region that still have water and still have electricity, and everybody is being super generous and they're sharing. I think that's the only way that this situation has remained so peaceful. I've heard about some looting and fighting and gunshots fired, but for the most part, and for me personally, every single interaction I've had has been so amazing. Everybody has been so kind and generous. People I don't even know. I was walking Maggie up the street because that's the only place that I could really get cell service for most of this. And this guy just said, "How you doing? Do you need some water?" Didn't know him. Everybody has been so amazing and so generous, and I don't know, it's been really beautiful to see among like the disaster and the horror that is also out there. The city finally received some potable water yesterday. I think they started distributing it yesterday afternoon, but it all had to be trucked in. The emergency water supply that they had on hand, it's kind of unclear as to whether it was stored next to a river or they're saying it's being cut off by a river. I don't really know what that means, but I kind of think it was stored next to a river and it's washed out and gone now. So all of the water needed to be trucked in, and I think that the road situation is changing, but for quite some time, 26 East, or it's basically heading south. It's future east, future west here. It's kind of weird. But going down to South Carolina, that was the only highway that was open for, at least that I know, several days. It's been super unclear because we haven't really had connectivity. For the longest time, I just had really spotty reception. I'm Verizon, but other people with different cell service providers didn't have anything. So I was texting people. I let a woman call her daughter, and she was frantically trying to get a hold of her for days, and she couldn't. And I was like, I have cell service. Do you want to use my phone? It's been so wild. We're so used to having this immediate access all the time to any information we want. But I've had my friends in Singapore, Spain, my family in California. They were telling me more about what was happening here than I knew, other than what I could visually see with my eyes and what I was physically experiencing. I am in a really good place compared to most. I'm safe. Little Maggie's safe, my home is safe, and I'm prepared for emergencies like this. I wasn't prepared for it all, though. It has been pretty overwhelming. So many people out there are so much worse off than I am, and my heart really goes out to them. This is Tuesday morning while I'm recording this, and I heard this morning that they still have active search and rescue teams trying to look for missing people trapped in their homes because of mudslides. I can't even imagine what those people are going through, and I feel so lucky for being in the situation that I'm in. Please keep Western North Carolina in your hearts and in your prayers. See us getting the resources that we need to rescue people, to keep people fed and watered. Send so much love to all the people who are continuously working to find and rescue missing people, and all the people who have come to, or the people who are here too. We've got locals and we've got people from all over the country in Canada working to rescue people, working to get our infrastructure back up. And I am so unbelievably grateful to all those people. Like I said, for the last 5 days, I have experienced absolutely nothing but kindness and generosity from every single person that I've come into contact with, and I really want it to stay that way. We just need everybody to receive the support that they need, because when needs are met, people are more likely to be patient, they're more likely to be peaceful and respectful, and I really want to see that continue. I started a page on my website for emergency preparation, and right now I only have a handful of things on there, but I'm going to continue adding to it. The things that are on there right now, as I'm recording this, are things that I've been using around the clock. Well, the flashlights and stuff, obviously I'm only using at night, but I've been using every single day. Flashlights, emergency radio, solar power generator that also has the ability to be charged. One of my sweet neighbors, she charged my generator for me yesterday morning because she has electricity, and it was completely dead and cloudy, and I have only a half tank of gas, so I could charge it in my car too, but I didn't want to blow through all my gas. But I've been able to keep my refrigerator alive from that generator and the generosity of my neighbor. I'm going to continue adding to that page over time, other things that I have or things that I really wish that I had, because I have learned a major lesson from this. And I plan on making a video about the whole situation and how I got through it. But that's not going to come out until the situation has stabilized. They believe that we should have electricity restored by Friday. Today's Tuesday. And then I'm pretty sure I already said our water infrastructure is just completely devastated. So that could take weeks potentially. But they did say that as it's fixed, more and more people are going to come online. So I have a lot of hope there. Please learn from us and take this seriously. Nobody ever expects an emergency. You know, I thought, in these Western North Carolina mountains, we're pretty safe. I heard of tornadoes in the mountains during this, and you just don't hear of tornadoes in the mountains. We really can't know when something is going to hit. And so the more people who are prepared, the better it's going to be. The majority of modern day humans are all 100% dependent upon a system that has a very fragile infrastructure. Our ancestors were not like that at all. Everybody knew how to survive. They knew how to come together in community to take care of their needs. And I really think that we need to bring that back. So thank you so much for your love and support. Like I said, I'm going to be adding another video, who knows when, once this has stabilized, of my whole entire experience, what I did, including creating a composting toilet. And mind you, I didn't have internet, so I had to remember how to do all this stuff from videos that I had seen over time. Created a composting toilet. I created a makeshift water catchment system because we unfortunately got more rain. Thankfully, it wasn't too much. But now I'm working on filtering or figuring out how to filter and clean that water because my roof and gutters were just absolutely disgusting. I'm also figuring out how to recycle and reuse all my gray water in a clean way because I don't want to get rid of any water at this point. Like, I don't know when I'm going to get it back, so I just want to conserve as much as I possibly can. But now that I have internet access, fingers crossed, it stays. Who knows if that's actually going to happen. That's going to help me to figure out how to do all this stuff. I'm trying to do what I can with the resources I have around my house. And yeah, but I know I'm going to be good. I know Asheville's going to be good. Especially if you guys just keep on sending us so much love and all your prayers. And so thank you so much. And I will put up that video sometime in the future.